I don't want to disclose this restaurant name or what, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, I was in KL, some part of it.
Okay.
I'm still a chef at that time.
Okay.
I think happens like 2 years back. So I was lost that time. And I think we have bad fight over those stuff back in KL. Something did really happen to me because I feel that I'm not appreciated on my role that place. You know, they hire me for a very higher position, but they make me feel like I'm not worth it to ready to handle that kind of position. In that time, I think a lot of things crossed my mind that time. Whether I wanted to continue as a chef in Malaysia or not, you know. And then I find it like very harsh truth for people right now. It's like because the era now is not like the era on our parents, you know.
Yeah.
Like you stuck with one job, it's enough for you.
Hi, welcome to another episode here on Feel Good. I'm Joakim, better known as Kim. I'm your host. And what we're trying to do in this podcast, if this is your first one that you have ever watched, we try to spread a little bit of positivity in every episode that we record. And if you have watched this couple of episodes and you think, hey, this is something that you enjoy, why not consider subscribing? And just click on that button. And if later on you think that our content is not worth your time anymore, you can unsubscribe anytime. It doesn't cost you any money. Okay, so we're going to continue straight on. Today in the studio, I have somebody that apparently looks very different on camera. But when it's off camera, for me, he's actually somebody that is very, not a lot of words. He is a man that is not with a lot of words. Okay, sit down, talk to him. He will answer you straight to the point. But we're going to continue the chat in a bit. So, welcome to the studio once again, Daylan.
Hey, thank you, Joe. Thank you for having me.
Do a brief introduction about yourself first before we continue the chat.
My name is Daylan, and I'm currently working at FL Automotive car dealer. Before this, I think a lot of people call me a chef. You know?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, see, even I asked do brief introduction, but also very brief. Okay. So, you are currently in working in a car dealership.
Yeah.
So before that, you say some people know you as chef.
Yeah.
All right. So what we're gonna do is later a bit we're gonna chat why from that to that, because it's very far, right?
Yeah.
If you're like from a chef, then suddenly you tell me, oh, I now open up a restaurant, or now I run a food store, or now I organize a food festival. It's still related in F&B, kan? Now suddenly you become automobile. Okay, so before we go that, let's warm up first. Let's warm up first. At least this is something to do with food. If you could dine with 3 people, if you could eat 3 people, dead or alive, who would it be and why?
Dead or alive?
Yeah, it doesn't matter who. Dead or alive.
I think first would be my grandma.
Grandma, okay.
Yeah. And second absolutely would be my mom.
Oh, okay.
And the third one, I think it would be my mentor, I guess.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. So, but okay, 3 of them, are they still around?
Sadly, my grandma is not around anymore.
Oh, grandma not around anymore.
My mom is still hopping around now.
Okay. So why these 3 people though? Okay, why grandma though?
Because she impacted me the most inside this whatever I'm doing. But before she passed away, she in her eyes, I'm a very good chef like that.
Okay.
And she's the one who inspired me, because last time my grandma used to cook a lot for me.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Then I like her dishes, and then my mom also, and all those stuff, you know. And then suddenly I'm very into this kind of cooking passion.
Okay. So grandma. Okay. What about mother?
My mom, because she is also inspired by my grandma, she's a very good cook also.
Oh, okay.
And it's very hard to say that until now, because like a lot of like successful chefs, right, they open a restaurant and then they have the chance to invite their parents to come and eat with them.
Yeah.
And I'm still working on it. Very gladly, if I can dine inside my own restaurant, I would gladly pick my mom.
Okay. Well, that is something that you know, your target, the dream that you hopefully one day you achieve.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, and talking about mentor, do we have a name to this mentor?
Shout out to my Australian chef, which is Chef Phil.
Okay.
He's my mentor from deep inside because a few years back I was at Australia, and for a foreigner, like you don't know anything about their culture and anything, you just step foot inside there, you feel like you're unwelcome at that place. But he really makes me like I belong there, and he bring me all along the way, introduced to me like different kind of cuisine and all those stuff, and he's been helping me either mentally or financially. He's there for me back in Australia.
Okay. So when is the last time you see this mentor?
Around like 4 or 5 years ago.
Okay.
Since I left there.
But do you still keep in touch?
Yeah, we still keep in touch a lot.
Still keep in touch. Okay, cool. And then after that, whenever you go back to Australia, you can always look for your mentor, kan?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, like I said earlier on, as you can see, that 3 people that he actually described, everybody impacted him. Somehow, it's more moving into becoming a chef. Him becoming a chef, patient in cooking. But the thing that I wanted to know, it's because the last time I met you, it's a couple of years ago, right? A couple of years ago. As in we really sit down and talk.
Mm-hmm.
It's a couple of years ago, and you are still as a chef, right?
Yeah.
But now, from that jump into the next thing, I know when I pop social media, I say, hey, Daylan doing skits for a car dealership. I'm like, this is something that is, first, definitely it's not something that I expect, okay? Probably I see Peter do it more than you do it. Okay, but how did you get from there, being a chef, to this though?
Yeah, I mean, that I think happens like 2 years back. 1 year back ago.
Okay.
Frankly, to say 2 years.
Okay. It's already New Year, man.
Yeah, because I think why did I become this? It's a long story, but just make it short. It's like I was still a chef back then, and I don't want to disclose this restaurant name or what.
Okay.
Yeah, I was in KL, some part of it.
Okay.
I'm still a chef at that time.
Okay.
And I was doing quite gratefully, but something just, not to say it came out and struck me like that, but something did really happen to me because I feel that I'm not appreciated on my role that place. They hire me for a very higher position, but they make me feel like I'm not worth it to ready to handle that kind of position. So in that time, I think a lot of things crossed my mind that time, whether I wanted to continue as a chef in Malaysia or not. I was lost that time, and I think we have a very really like bad fight over those stuff back in KL. So that time I think I dropped my resignation letter like 2 weeks after my job. 2 weeks after I start that job.
So when you went there as a high position chef in a restaurant, then after that, this short 2 weeks, you felt that you are not worth it.
Yeah, because I think because of the hierarchy there, it's they have a very bad management in that place.
Oh, okay.
And that time, I don't think I dare to tell my mom that I quit the job.
Okay.
Because my mom, she has a very high expectation on me.
Okay.
So back then I was very lost, and then thankfully for my friend, he bring me in, and he introduced to me this car dealership business.
Okay.
And frankly, to say that last time, we are in a very bad relationship with one of my friend.
Okay.
And then I'm very grateful that he accepted me for last time, and then he actually gave me a chance to prove myself back that I'm worth it. So, and then I was like, why not I try a new stuff rather than keep on being a chef. These two, they have goods and bad. Mostly I can feel that these two really helps me a lot in my experience as a working adult.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it really helps a lot.
Okay, tell me about the good and bad that you felt.
Because as a chef, back then you were always in this one space only. You always try to please customer with their taste buds. So back then I feel like with a lot of like different cooking skill, still like I cannot satisfy every mouth, because every mouth they have their own taste buds. Maybe they will think that your food is good. Some people think your food is good. Some people will think that is like
It's so-so.
Yeah, it's only so like that. So and then the pressure inside the kitchen is really, really, really
High.
tough.
Yeah.
It's high.
Okay.
It's like a lot of people think that like, kitchen life is really good for them, but seriously, it's like if you're mentally not prepared for this, you might gonna fail yourself. So I decided to take a break from being a chef and try new horizon on this kind of stuff. And this kind of stuff also have goods and bad, like I said just now. It's like the bad thing is like the pressure is still there.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
But the good stuff is you get to meet a lot of different people.
Okay.
Yeah, we will help you in a lot of way.
Okay.
Because inside kitchen you only try to impress your chef, your head chef and all that stuff. But in the outside world, what we say outside world, this kind of stuff, because we are meeting with other clients and all that stuff. All sort of people, and then you are not only trying to impress them, but you are trying to make yourself better.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
you meet a lot of person, and then they teach you a lot of experience that I never experienced before.
Oh, okay.
And then I think this is a good start for me.
Oh, okay. So, okay, I want to know whether you are a guy that memang into cars, like you have been a fan of this kind of thing.
Yeah, I've been quite to say not to say a big fan also, but I'm very into like sports car and all stuff.
Oh, okay. So that's why you think this industry is something that you can do lah, because you like it, ma, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so yeah, because for me, I felt like I would never be able to work in a car dealership. I mean, I never tried, so I wouldn't know. But I think that I'm not be able to is because I am one of those guys yang not into car. The guys that are not into car, which are very, very few, I think. There are most guys are into cars, not me. Yeah. So okay, so what I can hear from your saying just now is you are actually more to like macam your passion of cooking is memang there, but it's just that your passion working in a restaurant is not there.
Yeah, maybe it's like because for me I really wanted to open my own restaurant.
Okay.
In the future, because I feel like after I've been through a lot, like not to say jumping around a lot, like there's a difference between like our kitchen management here and the kitchen management outside of Malaysia. They have a really how to say a different culture.
Oh, so you felt that in Malaysia, restaurant in Malaysia, there are too much toxicity. There's too much politics that happen in a kitchen.
Yeah.
Compared to when last time when you were working in Australia, it's a lot better because work is just work.
Yeah.
Is that what you felt?
Yeah, work is just work. And then I actually feel like with working with them in Australia, with my team and my friends and all those other stuff, I actually feel like we are working more as a family than a work person. Yeah.
Okay. After all, it's still about, it's like office politics like that lah. Because kitchen is your office, right?
Yeah, true.
So nobody want to go work in the office. Then you feel like macam every day I have to face this one whole bunch of fuck face, and then after that you're like, why? Okay, so shout out if you are the one who stir office politics, and probably you should reconsider yourself. There's a place in hell probably deserved for you. Okay. But okay, since you said that, Gan, have you ever considered like maybe I should go back to Australia to work?
Yeah, I did, but something happened after that also, because it's like I think on my previous tour in Australia as a chef, because that's when I think that's a moment when the COVID strike. And then I think because they are not yet, because we are not used to it, because this is a new virus and all that stuff, they don't know how to handle it. And then I think they really effed up my application to come back there, because they have a stand down letter for me when I go back to Australia. So that stand down letter is actually like, I'm mostly positive if I wanted to go back there and work. They will help me to apply my visa, and then they will help me to redo all those things. But apparently back then, I think the owner of my restaurant has been changed, my stand down letter is not valid anymore. So yeah, I have to go through a lot again if I wanted to go back there.
Okay. So this is pretty much the documentation part, whereby you have to go through all the process again and whatnot. I mean, but then you still have your mentor there, Makan. I mean, obviously you can still ask mentor for help if you wanted to go back there
because I think the new owner of that restaurant, I think he changed a lot of their system and all that stuff. So because I still follow their Instagram and all that stuff, I found out that a lot of my ex-colleague, because my ex-colleague, they're all from around the world. Because, and then I found out that he tried to make the restaurant like fully, entirely Australian only.
So a lot of staff are now Australian. Then those staffs that are from other parts of the world no longer with the team anymore.
They are no longer with the team anymore, because I found out that they are finding new other places to go.
Okay. This is also, I felt like this is also I do not know what's the word for it. Probably it's a dilemma, because if you think about it, is it actually a good thing or a bad thing,
I mean, for me, it's like life happens for a reason. Some things, like you just feel like things happen for a reason for you. It's like maybe I cannot this, cannot that. You feel like, wow, I really lose hope, but I didn't know that hope is just around the corner.
Okay. So what you're trying to say here is, all these things, it happened for a reason. Eventually, you do what you do today, and then you enjoy it, and then you make a good living out of it. Then it's still okay because it happened for a reason, right? What I wanted to say just now was, you see, because there are people who, when you, like for example, now when you see the restaurant, you like, hey, you see, my Spanish friend is no more longer working there, because the owner now wants all Australian. It feels like it, although he didn't say it, right?
Yeah.
But if let's say you look at Sarawakian, we felt privileged is because we are Sarawakian,
Yeah.
So like macam our government wanted to protect us, so there are certain privileges that Sarawakian gets, right? So we felt okay because we should have it, Then other people will feel like, macam, why Sarawak? It's so difficult, And then like saying, for example, travel, for example, things like that, So I felt like it's I don't know, is it the dilemma? So if you are on one side, then of course you feel good because you felt that you have the privileges, But if you're on the other side, you're like, oh, no more opportunity. But if you were given an opportunity to go back to Australia without all this hassle of documentation, or maybe even join your mentor, if that is possible, would you still?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, like, if that time, because I was doing it in KL also.
Okay.
When I was working at that place, I was doing this kind of visa things also. But if I succeed in that visa, and then they allowed me to go back there to work, probably you will not see me today sitting here with you again.
Okay, so we are thankful that you sat here with us today. Okay, so go back to the transition. So from being a chef to car dealership, it's like I said, it's such a huge transition, right? From the kitchen to from a place filled with all sorts of food to a place that is filled with cars.
Yeah.
How do you find this transition? How do you actually do you find it hard to adapt, or?
At first, it's like a challenge to me, you know.
Okay.
It's like I have to took this like leap of faith.
Oh,
you know.
okay.
That time when I told my mom that I was going into this business, into this car dealership, honest to say, she was not happy with it. You know.
Okay.
And I was like, because she's like, I spend so much, and then I spend, I think, most of my time cooking and doing this kind of stuff. Is like, are you really ready to hop off this culinary boat to go inside to this like car dealership thing? It's like, you know, this is a completely different thing, right? It's like you're dealing with food, dealing with customer, and then suddenly you're dealing with another environment, like working environment. I just tell my mom, it's like, just let me try lah. And then at first it was very hard lah, because I'm that kind of person, like don't really like to talk one. But
see, I didn't make false accusations. You see?
So
okay. So you're not that kind of person who, like, you know, approach people.
Yep.
Being sociable. You're not that kind of person.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, at first.
But working in a car dealership, you have to, makan.
Yeah, I have to.
Okay. So what did you do?
Just gotta train myself,
Oh,
because I found that after I joined this car dealership and I meet a lot of person, I slowly like go back into society, because last time I used to work inside the kitchen, only communicate inside the kitchen, come out from work, and then I will not talk to anyone anymore. I will hide inside my room. But after this transition, I feel like I'm more socialized like that.
Okay.
Because got money. Yeah.
See, money makes wonders. Okay. So you also, like I said earlier on, you also appeared in skits whereby you appear as a character named Puan Bella. So if you have never checked it out, you can check it out. You can find that skits on their pages, all right?
Yeah, on our page on FL Automotive Sdn Berhad in Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah.
FL Automotive Sdn Berhad on Facebook.
Yeah.
You guys on TikTok too?
TikTok haven't yet,
Oh,
but
not
we are
yet.
slowly going in.
Oh, you're slowly going in. Okay. So you play a character named Puan Bella. So Puan Bella will sometimes go to the shop demanding this and that, you know, and stuff like that, right? So this is just another version of Makcik Kia lah, if you know who is Makcik Kia. So Puan Bella. Okay, so how did that idea came about?
Okay, at first, I tell you, I'm not the person for this role. I'm not the person for this social media thing.
Yeah.
It's like, because I worked with you guys before for TVS shoot, you know.
Yeah.
And that time when we first opened the shop, my boss demanded us to like do some like social media stuff, because nowadays we are running all on social media.
Yeah.
It's like, if you wanted customer to know more on our shop, we have to do some social media stuff.
You have
like
to be
that.
out there lah.
At first it was my friend, and then that time I was looking at them doing those videos, and then I think they take the whole day doing just one part of the video, and then he still can't succeed it. You know, I was like,
what's so hard?
Not to say why so hard lah, because I have this kind of experience already. So I just like, maybe I should give it a try, you know. I just asked him like, maybe I can help you for this stuff, for this part and all that stuff. And then suddenly it just like, my boss, their partners, they're all like, wow. It's like, I never knew you could do this kind of stuff. And then suddenly they're just like, okay, you're the one person. You will continue to do what we tell you to do, like on social media. They give us freedom to think our scripts and all that stuff. And then we just kind of
just go with it lah.
Yeah, just go with it.
Okay. But then by then, Puan Bella haven't come out yet lah.
Yeah, Puan Villa haven't come out.
That one is just you acting in the skits lah, kan?
Yeah.
Wow, shout out to Peter who gave Daylan that kind of experience. Because like I said, I remember when we were having our recording and our shooting, kan, Daylan is the person who, I don't talk one. Peter asked me to chop this up, prepare this stuff, buy this ingredient. He will just prepare. He's the earliest one on set. Then he will prepare everything. Then he just quietly there. Sometimes when you come in, like me being noisy, I don't even realize that he's there. Until like, hey, where's Daylan now? Then Daylan said, more, 坐在旁边. Okay, then after that, I mean when I see your skits, I enjoy it because it's comedy, right? Everybody enjoyed comedy, right? It's funny. It's when you see it, it's very eye catching lah. Because in the way that, although I might not be somebody, I might not be your client. I'm not buying a car.
Yeah.
But when I see that, right, then after that I'm like, hey, this is funny, I share it out. Then somebody else will call it, and then eventually it will rope in people who actually wanted to buy a car. You're like, hey, I wanted to buy a car. Hey, see, check out this. There is this company who do this silly skits, and why not ask them? I mean, that is how that you guys figured out the marketing would work, so right?
Yeah.
Okay, so does that actually work for you up until today?
I can say one thing.
Yeah.
My first video attract my first customer on my job.
Oh, okay.
I never thought it, and then I can proudly say I'm the first one who started to sell the car when our company first opened.
Oh, okay.
I'm the first one who sold the car that I do the video on. So it keeps on continue. And then now our demand is quite high right now, so I'm very busy.
Okay. So a lot of people will come to your shop and say, hey, I watched your video, that's why I know about you guys. Yeah?
Yeah. Actually, I think I only started for 1 week already. 1 week only, and then suddenly there's one customer, like he messaged me on Facebook, and then he's like, I want the car that you are in the video. I was like, oh, okay. That was new to me, I never thought that a guy that looked at my video for like only 2 minutes on it.
Yeah.
And then he straight want to buy that car for me. I was like, wow, okay.
Power of social media. If you use it well, I mean, it will benefit you lah, of course. So how often do you post content now?
Now we are getting slower and slower, but I try to find my pace back into the social media thing, because now after Chinese New Year, our demand is really, really high, and then we are very, very busy,
Okay.
I try to find a time to slot in to do a video, and then a lot of things, not to say only one cause that makes us cannot make video, sometimes it's environment, like sometimes it's raining, nowadays Kuching keep on raining, and then it makes us like very hard to produce a video nowadays.
So you try to, of course, the producing content part is not your core job lah, because your core job is still, the car dealership ma.
Yeah.
It's just that the content helps you with your marketing.
Mm-hmm.
Any of your team members actually has a experience in, like, what do you say? I mean, like, your videographer, does he actually know how to shoot a video? The editor, does he actually know how to edit video, or none of you guys know? And then just let's try lah.
At first, we have our own editing team and videographing team.
Okay.
It's done by one person, and then things.
It's done by one person.
Yeah.
Okay, poor guy.
Things just happen. Not to disclose too much on it, but something happened again. I mean, he left the company, it's now down to me and my friend.
Okay.
We have to like slowly learn how to edit a video and all those stuff. I think.
Wait, your friend is Greg you're talking about?
Yeah,
right?
Greg
Greg is in the studio actually. So he is not in the frame, but he's sitting just next to us. Okay, shout out to Greg lah. So now it's just you, yourself, and Greg doing shooting, editing, writing. Everything is the two of you.
I think shooting is only Greg.
Shooting is only Greg because you are the character, right?
Yeah.
Okay. But other colleagues play any character inside?
Yeah, some of our sales team, our salesperson actually they play a little bit role inside there. I try try to bring, not to say I bring them out lah. I try to give them more exposure because I might not be doing this for a long time, but I will still post some fun content. But not to say that I'm not into this, but the work has caught up with me lah. Lately.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. So, Peter, probably we should look at our content now, Peter. Our content is not getting traction. Is it because we're not funny enough, I think. Okay. So, between these two, chef and working in a car dealership, if you could choose to do it for the rest of your life, without considering any other factors, let's say money is not the issue now, which one would you do?
Definitely chef.
Yeah. Your passion in cooking still lies deeper in
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm thinking early on, when you say that you wanted to operate your own restaurant, it's because you wanted to run it properly manage it so that it's not so like politic like you said earlier on because you have a full control when you run your own restaurant, right? Is there any potential restaurant that you see that we can open here in Kuching that you have not seen? Not to reveal too much or else people will steal your idea, but because let's say you talk about Western restaurant, there's plenty of Western. Oriental, also a lot of Oriental now. Fusion, there are way a lot more, right? So what do you think that we can do here?
I mean, there's still a lot to do in Kuching. Okay. I mean Malaysia especially.
Oh, Malaysia.
Yeah, because I see that I don't feel like I want to talk too much, I scared later now I talk and then 1 month after people open already and then I was like jialat lah. I was supposed to open it but
okay. There's still a lot of potential you see
still a lot of potential.
Okay. Because I do see that, like, for example, let's say fine dining. There is fine dining here, not a lot kan?
A lot.
But I've never seen like do you know any personal chef here in Kuching?
Few.
Yeah. Working for the elites.
Yeah. Some of it.
Oh, okay. So they don't work anywhere else, but just for the elites. The elites like come my house now. I need this done. Is there?
Yes, there is.
There is?
Yeah,
wow.
There is. Yeah.
Okay. If you're watching this and then you're one of them, can you talk to us? Because we can record you. Feel good so that we know what is going on. Okay, like for example, I do not know whether you know this or not. I watched a video about this guy. He makes burger. I think this is in Thailand. I think it's in Thailand. I might remember it wrongly, but this is in Thailand. He cooks burger like maybe for like 5 people every day.
Oh.
But it's exclusive meal. So it's like this 5 burger you don't choose one
Yeah.
It's I choose one. The chef choose one.
So it's a little bit like omakase like that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, omakase is a term for like whatever the chef serve you eat only.
Oh, yeah. Okay. That sounds Japanese.
Yeah, sounds Japanese. It's a Japanese term.
Oh, it's a Japanese term. So it's a Japanese way of doing it.
Yeah.
Something like that. But he only cooks burger. Right? So he like, okay, today I will prepare this burger with this and this, for example. Then you open up. Okay, today I have a slot for like 10. Then you take up the slot. Finish. No more. You wanna wait tomorrow? See if I find the inspiration, I'll do it again. If not, you have to open up the slot. I've never seen people do this. You think it will work here?
I think it will work here, but it needs time.
Oh,
because I feel like if you just open it here, I think there is that one time I heard some people that are doing chef table. Because we call this chef table, you go in. They prepare their stuff, and then you just eat whatever they not to say they produce, they cook for you. This is called what we call chef table last time, and I think actually
Isn't that what Achang do?
Achang,
Yeah, Chef Achang.
Achang.
Do you ring does the name ring a bell?
I think
But isn't it Peter punya family ba? So I know Chef Achang do something like that. He do fusion lah, obviously fusion with Sarawakian ingredients, and he do it like that you mentioned lah, table. So
the chef table.
So chef table is like macam it's like an event like that lah.
Yeah.
Whereby he will tell you, okay, this is what I'll serve. Then the ticket is like 300 ringgit, and I prepare for you lah.
Yeah, actually, I almost did that on Chinese New Year. Because my mom is not around that time.
Why almost? Why almost?
Because actually we don't have time to prepare it thanks to because very busy that time.
Okay.
You can ask Greg because Greg was with me that time.
Okay.
We were planning to do that stuff because we were planning to do like each dish, right, we have our own station, and then people just come in and then we just like they just come and then they tell us what we won't tell them what we have. They just come in and then we will just serve them whatever we have that time. And then I think I miss out a lot on that ingredient because I'm too last minute because I'm very busy again. I try to slot in my time to do all the stuff and then it eventually turns into buffet. So
okay.
Yeah,
but you still did an event lah.
Yeah, I just did an event at home.
Yeah.
A lot of my friends and family come.
Not to reveal too much lah. Probably we can talk offline, off recording lah. Because I felt like okay, now it's about something that people would pay maybe good money. It's people will pay for experience.
Yeah.
Food, I've tasted food all over. I've eat all sorts of food. Like whatever I mentioned earlier on, I've tasted all this. But experience is something that people will like, if this is something that I would want. I mean, if you serve me Maggi mee, but the experience is so much different, I mean, I would still, I mentioned a brand, so yeah, if you want a sponsor, please do. Like, for example, I paid for I got a gift for my birthday for Dine in the Dark. Have you heard of this experience?
Yeah, I think probably heard it somewhere around in Western country like that.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay. I do not know whether it exists in Western country or not, but I bet it does. So the one that I had was in Bangkok.
Oh.
So, but it's very funny how we get there lah, because we're stuck in the traffic jam.
Oh.
I keep on telling my girlfriend, saying that we tapao lah. But it's an experience restaurant, but how do we tapao?
Yeah.
But we were stuck in the jam for so long. 3 hours. Bangkok jam is terrible. But eventually when we got there, the waitress is like, oh yeah, we're actually expecting you guys to come late because you don't know the traffic in Bangkok. They're like, cool. So what happened is you were actually blindfolded.
Oh.
So you don't see anything throughout. So what will happen is you will get a waiter or a waitress which is actually blind.
Oh.
So he or she would teach you like macam, oh, this is your fork, this is your spoon, this is your napkin. When I serve you, then he'll hold your hand like, okay, this is your plate. So you have to experience like eating like a blind person like that. So you have to like chop it out and then what is this? I don't know what you're feeding me. Yeah. Entire experience there is, you can hear cling, 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 cling around you, but you can't see anything inside.
So you don't know what they're serving you also?
Don't know.
Okay.
None at all. I don't know how much girlfriend paid for that, but yeah.
Wow.
So the only picture that I took was outside of the shop that says Dine in the Dark. Yeah.
Okay.
But for me, it's then until today I can tell the experience still is because it's an experience, you see. Because if let's say you ask me, good food, then probably I'll name you a few. But like for example, if you ask me what do I eat yesterday, I don't remember what I ate yesterday. But that experience I will always remember. So selling experience instead of food.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it lah.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it. Peter, Greg is here together lah. We can. Okay. So just now when I asked you a question whereby if you to choose between kitchen and dealership, you will say kitchen. If let's say none of this, what do you think you would do? Not kitchen nor the dealership.
Maybe I will go into singing.
Wait, what?
Yeah, crazy, right? Yeah.
Okay,
maybe,
okay.
I guess. Singing. Maybe become an artist and sing some sort of action stuff like that.
Wait, have you heard? He saying Peter never heard you sing. I also never heard you sing.
I mean, I think a lot of people never heard me sing, but they all heard me sing before.
Is it any good?
Only when
there?
I was drunk.
Oh, when you were drunk. Okay. Okay. Is that actually a dream to become a singer or an artist?
I mean, last time, yeah, when I was small, I liked to sing a lot. And then I tell my mom, it's like, you don't dreaming lah, wait, just pick something, focus on something that can earn money first. You don't sing, later no money, She don't want to see me like that, so yeah, I just find a thing that I love, which is like food lah.
Probably your content should also focuses on that lah. See? You get a music writer to write something about automobile, then you sing about it.
We were planning to do it that time on Chinese New Year.
Why everything Chinese New Year?
Because Chinese New Year, I see a lot of YouTubers that come up with a lot of new music for Chinese New Year. So I tried to make a parody out of it, but for automotive. But yeah, Chinese New Year is over. We still haven't do anything yet because we were very busy that time. Okay. Maybe next time or maybe in the future that we would do, you will see me start singing.
Okay. I mean, well, you can focus us more on selling car lah. Me being a talent and Peter being a studio, we are up for money to hire also lah. You can always hire us to do stuff lah.
Okay.
I don't mind to have another Miss Kim ka, Puan Bella ka. Okay, so what would your advice be to those young ones that wanted to do what you do?
For me, my advice is like, don't stuck with just one experience in your life. Maybe for me, it's like I'm good at cooking, but if something happens, like what am I experiencing right now? What would you do? Yeah. It's like because the era now is not like the era on our parents. Like you stuck with one job, it's enough for you. But now it's like you need more experience, like other experience to survive in this kind of era right now. It's like I was thinking, it's like at first I was like, my mom told me to become a chef. At first my mom asked me to become an accountant. Yeah, I become an accountant. I studied accountant before, and then suddenly I don't want because I found my passion for food. So I go back. I go to study this one, but after that something happened to me again that time. That's why I was lost. And then I find it like very how do I say it? Harsh truth lah. For people right now, it's like if you only stuck with one experience, if what happens when that experience, the only experience you have, suddenly got, I don't know,
doesn't work well.
Yeah,
with the
doesn't
world
work well.
today.
Yeah. So
Okay.
you really have to have like. Not to say I tell you to jump away from culinary to become what I do lah. Later your parents come and ring my phone.
I know where to find Puan Bella.
Yeah, it's just that
Okay.
yeah, you have to have more experience in your life. Yeah.
Get more exposure lah.
yeah.
Experience a lot more stuff. Not to say you have to hop jobs all the time.
True.
When you do one job, you can always do another one nighttime, remote working. But at least all these are experience that you gain, right? Then after that, eventually, if let's say you bump into something new, then who knows what it will lead you, right? Yeah, okay. Thank you very much, Daylan, for joining us in the studio today. Okay, one more before we go. Like the show name, Feel Good. When you are down, when you don't feel like Puan Bella or yourself today, what is your feel good? What fills you up?
I just hop onto my laptop with my headset on and listen to music, and then I sing with the music.
Greg, you need to shoot him singing that music and send it to us. I want to see one day. Okay. You listening to music, singing along, that gets you feeling good. Anytime.
Yeah, anytime.
Any particular song?
No, I enjoy
any song?
most of the music. Yeah.
Okay. Chinese song, English song, Malay
Chinese
song.
song, English song, Malay song also. Even Iban song I also like.
The more I talk to Daylan, the more I know things about him. Wow, that I do not know of. Okay. Thank you very much again, Daylan. I wish you all the best in the things that you do. Doesn't matter whether you are going to go back to Culinary, whether you're going to operate a restaurant one day, or who knows, you're going to have your own car dealership also one day, or entirely an internet persona of just one Bella. I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
So you guys, if you guys want to check out the Puan Bella that I'm mentioning, the skits that I'm mentioning, again, Facebook is FL Automotive Sendirian Berhad.
Yeah.
All right. So if you want to, are you personally on social media that you want people to find you?
They can just type my name, Daylan Chan, they
Daylan
can find
Chan,
me
that is
already.
DAYLAN space CHAN.
Yeah.
Okay. There is not yet a social media account named Puan Bella, but probably one day.
Probably one day.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much once again, Daylan. All right,
Thank you for
that's all
having
for this episode. Thank you very much.